Alcohol. It's on TV, it's the main item at your best friend's party, and it's probably at your parents' cabinet at home. Alcohol has always been popular amongst teenagers. However, its increasing availability to young adults has caused a surge in teen drinking. In our world today, alcohol is the easiest drug for teens to get a hold of because it's everywhere. In a recent survey, 15 to 48% of teens admitted to consuming alcohol in the 30 days before the survey was held, and these numbers continue to rise. Hello, my name is Kiara Metz, and I am here today to inform you about the causes of teen drinking and what must be done to decrease this dangerous activity. In order for us to decrease the commonality of underage drinking, we must first understand the reasons why teens begin and continue to drink. Parental alcohol consumption and lenience towards their children's alcohol consumption is a major factor resulting in an increase in teen drinking. If parents drink around their children or even provide alcohol for them, their children believe that their actions of underage drinking are acceptable. In addition to parental opinion and behavior, the cool factor and power to aid those who consume alcohol to escape reality as seen in television ads, and the strong influence of fellow teen drinkers adds to the growing level of temptation felt by teens all around the world. Everything about you stems from your home life, from how often you do laundry to alcohol use. Amy Barrett, director of Awake Community Coalition, an Anthony Wayne-based coalition dedicated to preventing substance abuse, stated, "Hands down, parents are the single biggest influence. Teens and kids in general rely on the adults in their lives to help make those alcohol-related tough decisions and provide them with good advice. Parents who drink alcohol in front of their children indicate that their actions are acceptable. Though they are of legal age, underage onlookers may perceive that since their parents are drinking, it is appropriate for them to drink as well." Fountain Police Sergeant Thomas Coe stated, "When it comes to minors and underage drinking, it's always dangerous because they don't know what their limits are. They have no filter. They think they know what they're capable of consuming." Many parents of underage teens do not educate their children on the reality of consuming alcohol and the fact that everyone has their consumption limits because they either are not educated on the topics of themselves or do not deem it necessary to discuss this with their teens. It is common for parents or other family members to believe that alcohol is not harmful or see consuming alcohol as a rite of passage for teens. If parents allow or even encourage the consumption of alcohol by their underage teens, these teens are more inclined to believe that drinking isn't something that should cause alarm, when in reality it is a major issue which could have adverse effects on the rest of their lives. It is imperative that parents cease the action of permitting their teens to partake in the consumption of alcohol and inform them of the realistic consequences of underage alcohol use. Entertainment outlets advertise alcohol products constantly, greatly influencing the minds of young adults everywhere and spreading the message that alcohol brings fun and relaxation with no negative consequences. According to a study conducted by Suzanne E. Tansky, MD, MPF, FAAP, assistant professor in the Department of Pediatrics at the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center, minors who were familiar with TV alcohol ads were more likely to have tried alcoholic beverages and binge drink than those who could not recall seeing such ads. Repeated exposure to the aforementioned ads increases the likeliness of teens to feel the need to drink. Dr. Tansky later stated that, while this study cannot determine which came first, the exposure to the advertising or the drinking behavior, it does suggest that alcohol advertising may play a role in underage drinking, and the standards for alcohol ad placements perhaps should be more strict. Whether directed towards teens or not, any and every commercial, show, or movie which includes alcohol is seen by teens everywhere. Their young minds absorb these images of good times expressed by such forms of entertainment and create the idea that consuming alcohol while underage is permissible. However, the act of consuming alcohol while underage is very illegal and not as simple and carefree as advertised. Entertainment outlets should inform their viewers of how underage drinking can actually affect them, instead of how fun it can be. The teenage years are a whirlwind of constantly, and many times dramatically, fluctuating hormones and emotions, which makes teens susceptible to negative peer pressure, especially the pressure to take part in underage drinking. According to research performed by Emily Olfson, an MD and PhD student at Washington University School of Medicine at St. Louis, and her fellow classmates, the drinking habits of friends were found to be the primary influence on teens who were otherwise less genetically inclined to drink. This means that for those teens who do not have a family history of alcohol abuse, their observations of peer alcohol consumption greatly influenced their decisions to drink. Colorado Springs police officer Bill Walsh, who works as a campus resource officer for Cheyenne Mountain School District 12, said that reasons for teen drinking include peer pressure, wanting to fit in, establishing a certain reputation, and seeing if they can get away with it. Pressures from peers can build up to the point where teens feel they have no other choice than to give in and drink, for fear that they won't be cool or have friends if they don't. Most teens listen to the very peers who pressure them over knowledgeable sources such as teachers or parents, and as Cheryl Mendez, Executive Director of Annapolis's H2O for Life Club for Teens with Substance Abuse Problems has discovered, believe the myth that everyone is doing it, when in reality, not everyone is doing it. Teens who are constantly badgered by their peers can be blinded into thinking that submitting to the pressure put on them to take part in illegal alcohol consumption is the only way to get through this tough phase in their lives. When it comes to peer pressure, the responsibility once again falls back on parents to inform and advise their children on how to deal with these pressures and how to rise above them. Teenagers and children are often compared to sponges due to their quick, sometimes unintentional, absorption of the world around them. Their well-known characteristic can be a blessing or a curse, especially when it comes to facts and fiction about alcohol. Without proper guidance and awareness, teens can easily be steered onto a path of destruction as a result of underage alcohol consumption. Parents, entertainment outlets, and peers have the largest impact on highly influential teens. The unrealistic depictions of alcohol by these informants are the main reasons teens drink. Starting now, entertainment sources need to decrease their false advertisements of alcohol, and awareness of the real dangers of alcohol consumption must be spread to parents and teens everywhere in an effort to end this horrific trend.